Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. Boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Edgar Berlanga returns this weekend. Let me tell you something, man. Edgar Berlanga is desperate. Now, I like him. I'm rooting for him. But just because I say he's desperate, don't take that in a negative way. And if you say, well, why do you say he's desperate, man? Because this man brought Angel Heredia onto his team. And let me tell you, this kind of ties into what Gervonta Davis was saying and why Gervonta chose Knowles, man. Why Gervonta Davis chose not to fight Conor Ben. Why he said what he said a couple of years ago. How he would never fight anybody over there on Top Rank, and how he feels Eddie Hearn is okay with guys taking pads, and he's gonna try to, protect his fighters who get busted for taking pads, and he'll let them go in the ring and have an unfair advantage against their opponents. So when you look at Edgar Berlanga, my thing is, he got rid of the trainer he had and brought back his old trainer, right? Nothing wrong with that. Over there on Matchroom, they're looking to do big things. Didn't really, got some knockdowns in his debut on Matchroom. Didn't come out here and get the knockout that he was hoping for, that Eddie Hearn needed from him. So now he's about to go up against this guy McCroy, who's supposed to be the biggest test of Berlanga's career. And let me tell you, excuse me, got a little bit of a cold, right? Eddie Hearn has put the pressure on. You see, Eddie Hearn promised Berlanga the Canelo fight. Well, that's not happening. Canelo's gone. So Eddie Hearn now is trying to figure out, okay, what to do with Berlanga. Because obviously the big fight with Canelo, it's still something they can discuss, but it's not really within reach. But at the same time, to make sure that fight's within reach, they don't need Berlanga to just go win. They need him to knock people out, to get people talking, to create that buzz again. About the Puerto Rico-Mexican rivalry, right? There is no Puerto Rican at 168 who they can put in the ring against Canelo, the Mexican. So then you say, okay, what do we need to do? We're desperate here. How do we get Berlanga back on this KO streak that he had his first 16 fights? Well, what Gervonta Davis was saying, maybe you bring somebody in who can give him a little bit of an edge, a little bit of an advantage. And I'm not saying Heredia is doing anything illegal, but I'll tell you, he's a brilliant man. He's a effing scientist. He knows what he's doing. But when you have those pharmaceutical geniuses in your corner, they know different supplementation strategies, different things they can give you that'll give you the same results as taking something that may be banned. Okay? And that's the reality of the situation. If there's a substance out there that can give you the same results as taking something that's illegal, but it's not banned under VADA or whatever, right? Then you can take it. Or if there's multiple different substances that you can put together to achieve the same result, then you can take it. And that's what I think these fighters get when they bring someone like Angel Heredia on. So to me, for them to go that route, I think it's some desperation. We don't need him to win anymore. We need him to knock people out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think they're looking for. Not just in this fight. I think in every fight here on out for Berlanga, we need him knocking people out. And then from there, now you could take Berlanga now and you throw him right in the conversation with all the top dogs at 168, possibly at 175. Because remember, guys like Berlanga, they're cutting down to 168 pounds. But if you come and you take a look right now at 168 pounds, you got Canelo, you got Mbili, Plant, Morel, Munguia, Bazignan, Shishkin, Pacheco, Berlanga, Iglesias. So Berlanga's cracked into the top 10 of the ring ranking. He's at number 9. But could you imagine trying to put Berlanga against Pacheco right now? Just with what we've seen out of both of them. One guy has a little more dog in him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's Pacheco. Trying to put Berlanga in with Munguia. I think Munguia destroys Berlanga. and Billy. I think Berlanga gets overwhelmed. Caleb Plant may be the best fight for Berlanga because Caleb Plant, he can fight, but he only has one hand. David Benavidez, you know, that's everybody just needs to stay, put duck sauce on the fried rice when it comes to that dude. But the bottom line is when you look at Berlanga, and even when you look down here and see what names are out there, you know, there's no easy fight at 168 for Berlanga. There's no easy fight. That being said, if he's gonna keep moving up the ladder at 168, because you know that's what happens when you start getting ranked in the top 10, top 5, your different sanctioning bodies, you know, you're gonna get tested. Like you're not just gonna get these walk in the parks. And I think that's what we're seeing here. Is Eddie Hearn knows that. Look, man, he brought Regis Prograis over. Regis Prograis didn't do what he was hoping for. You know what I'm saying? He had working with Devin Haney. Devin Haney's over there. Him and his dad do whatever they need to do. They'll go to any promoter to make the big fights to make the most money. They're not getting tied up to no one. It's just business with them. Now Eddie Hearn has Super and Matias, so you kind of rolling the dice and see what direction Matias goes. So for Eddie Hearn, he needs something to work. He needs something to work. You know, AJ is on cruise control. The whole Dillian Whites have fallen off, and Derek Chisora has fallen off. Like he needs that next star. He got that guy Cruz over there, but he needs Berlanga to perform. And I think they're desperate. I think that's why they brought Heredia in, you know, hoping Heredia can help Berlanga do something that he hasn't been able to do for like his last 5 or 6 fights. That being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. I like Berlanga. I'm rooting for the Puerto Rican, but I hope they know what they're doing. And if he can't beat this guy, even after having Heredia in his corner, then I think we really got to take a look and see, okay, is Berlanga at best a C+ fighter? Is he on that level? Because it's this thing about everyone wanting to believe he's elite. I don't know. I'm so sure of that right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep cool in the breeze.